This KC-135 hails from the 97th Air Mobility Wing at Altus Air Force Base.
We'll see them again as soon as they prepare for aerial refueling pass. They'll set up an orbit to your right to await the C-17 Globemaster III.
The crew will now perform a maximum effort takeoff and climb, demonstrating its ability to operate out of short, austere airfields. It's all good.
September of 1991. Since then, the aircraft has been set over 30 world records, including payload to altitude, time to climb, and the longest airdrop mission in history. The new age design includes a modern computerized glass cockpit, heads-up display at both pilot stations, and an advanced cargo handling system, allowing it to operate with a crew half the size of similar cargo-carrying aircraft.
This reliable airlifter combines the intercontinental cargo carrying capabilities of large aircraft, such as the C-5 Galaxy. The aircraft will now perform a slow speed pass. Notice the wing leading edge slats and large power lift wing flaps. These devices change the shape of the wing and are key to its low final approach speed, enabling this aircraft to land and stop in very short distances. For a circle over the airfield, showing its ability to fly at slow speed and demonstrate its advanced aerodynamics in action. The aircraft uses a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system for the operation of flight control. This is combined with 4 separate flight control computers, each capable of controlling the entire system independently. The system is designed to optimize the capabilities of the C-17, yet maintain enough redundancy to protect against a wide variety of failure conditions. As the aircraft approaches, notice the upturned wing tips or winglets. These decrease aerodynamic drag and increase fuel economy.
Now, to give you a better idea of the aircraft's overall size, these winglets are nearly 9 feet tall.
The wingspan of the C-17 is over 170 feet. The tail is over 5 stories tall, and fully loaded it weighs over 580,000 pounds. As you can see, the C-17 is extremely maneuverable at both high and low speeds, making it easy to operate in any tactical situation. Now here are some interesting facts about the Globemaster III. First off, this aircraft can fly anywhere in the world non-stop using its air-to-air refueling capability. Air Force personnel routinely fly 24-hour missions with a single crew. The most basic crew complement required to operate a C-17 is merely 2 pilots and 1 loadmaster. The heavy-duty landing gear allows it to land on surfaces such as cement, sand, dirt, and even ice. As a result, the C-17s have been in over 180 countries and every continent in the world since production began. Lastly, all current Air Force crews are trained on the use of night vision goggles or NVGs, allowing them to operate while in unlit, austere locations around the globe and own the night during combat operations. The C-17 will now rejoin with the KC-135 aerial demonstration team for the aerial refueling pass, followed by the KC-135 demonstration. The 97th Air Mobility Wing at Altus Air Force Base, Oklahoma, has the unique mission of training the world's C-17 and KC-135 pilots, loadmasters, and boom operators. Every year, over 2,000 students graduate from the rigorous aircrew training at Altus. To show some of this unique training, the KC-135 and C-17 will begin an air refueling pass, demonstrating the skill required to precisely fly this type of formation.
As the aircraft break up their formation, the KC-135 is going to maneuver for its landing attitude demonstration. The KC-135 pilots for today's show is Major Victor Brault, Major Jeremy Oswald, and Captain Justin Griswold. They are assisted by boom operator Master Sergeant Lucas Treat.
The Stratotanker provides the core aerial refueling capability for the United States Air Force and has excelled in this role for more than 60 years. First entering service in 1965, the KC-135 has served proudly in every major Air Force operation since the Vietnam War. The KC-135 provides aerial refueling support to the Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and Allied nation aircraft. The KC-135 carries up to 200,000 pounds of fuel or 30,000 gallons. A skilled boom operator can offload enough fuel in 1 minute to provide a single car with a year's supply of fuel. With its capacity, the KC-135 would be able to fuel over 1,800 cars. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look off to your right, the C-17 will now maneuver for a short distance full-stop landing. The crew is setting up for their approach. The aircraft is flying at just under 120 miles per hour, just hanging onto the flaps. Flying a steep 5-degree... Demonstrates the very short landing distance of the C-17 using just over 1,000 feet of runway. Then the C-17 will back up under its own power. All the maneuvers you have seen here today are examples of those flown by our operational air crews on a regular basis as they provide the highly responsive and flexible aircraft capability for America. Ladies and gentlemen, your C-17 Globemaster III. The KC-135 in the left turn over the airfield is maneuvering to land. Air Mobility Command manages an inventory of 414 Stratotankers, of which the Air Force Reserve and Air National Guard fly 235 in support of AOC's mission. The aircraft is capable of transporting litter and ambulatory patients using patient support pallets during aeromedical evacuations. The KC-135 boasts a wingspan of 130 feet and has a maximum speed of 513 miles per hour. The aircraft can reach a ceiling of 50,000 feet and carries a basic crew of 3, consisting of a pilot, co-pilot, and boom operator. Some KC-135 missions require the addition of a navigator. A basic crew of 2 flight nurses and 3 medical technicians is added on aeromedical missions. With a full fuel load, the KC-135 can take off and land anywhere in the world. And we hope you enjoyed this brief look at the C-17 Globemaster III and the KC-135 Stratotanker.
Thank you very much. Big round of applause for our C-17 and the KC-135 just touching down there on runway 33 off to our right. What a spectacular display. Just gives you a little bit of an idea of how big that C-17 is compared to the KC-135. As the spoilers come up, let's give them a wave to our KC-135 crew doing an outstanding job here today. We're going to get them turned around and off to our performer parking area. And then we're going to go back to the days of World War II. Well, the tail end of World War II to be exact. As we bring you Mackenzie Klein in the incredible Hawker Sea Fury. While we're moving airplanes around, we'd like to thank our partners, the Royal Canadian Air Force. We aim to collaborate and promote a love for aviation and honor aviation heritage through our show. And the Royal Canadian Air Force's participation is integral to make our show possible, and we thank them for their partnership. Big thanks to Royal Fence for providing all the modular fencing you see around the airshow property this weekend. Also encourage you to choose start.ca for your internet, TV, and now Kudo mobility. The internet just got friendlier. Thank you to Sunbelt Rentals for being a SkyDrive sponsor and supporting our show by providing equipment needed for us to be successful. Once again, Sunbelt Rentals. Thank you to Try Recycling for sponsoring SkyDrive. For over 30 years, Try Recycling has been making a difference in servicing London. Help Try Recycling divert household materials from going into the landfills and visit the London North or London South locations. Recycle everything from residential waste, construction waste, lawn and garden cleanup, tires, metal, and more. Visit tryrecycling.com for a full list of accepted items and location information.